Alright, Shalom. First off, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Kwakwadash. Double honors to the elders, great millstone, and rule well. I've been pushing this word for years. And third to Akim out there from the four corners of the globe. And I have this article here, and the article reads, California group votes to limit reparations to slave descendants. Alright, and here we go again with the reparations talk, man. You know, Jake Jake has to understand, all right, that you're not gonna get, all right, true reparations dealing with Esau Edom, man. All right, look at it. Look at this devil's track record. All right, look what he has done to Gad and Reuben. All right, look what he has done throughout history. All right, but yet and still Jake still looks to seek to be equal with this devil, man. All right, there's no equal opportunity with this devil, not at all. All right, uh, and true reparations, all right, is us having the kingdom of heaven, all right, and having slaves, all right, having slaves, having everything that your heart desires, all right, as so-called Negro, Latino, and Native Americans, um, because this is not it, man. All right, this isn't it. All right, these simple-minded jakes think that this is it, man. All right, think that Esau's kingdom is gonna go on forever. They're just like Esau. All right, the devil kingdom is at its end. All right, and this devil's not gonna give you no reparations. Right? He hasn't given it to you yet. Right? Look how he's doing Gad and Reuben, man. All right. Look, they're still in the slums. They're still in the ghettos. All right, because those those Native American reservations, they're slums and ghettos, man. All right. So again, man, why would you seek to be equal with this devil? All right, this devil doesn't care. This devil for sure is going to give you the how they say it, the shitty end of the stick. All right, so lock you on the language, but that's true, man. All right, and then it's always a catch to it with Esau, man. All right, in the kingdom of heaven there is no catch. All right, long as you are a so-called Negro, Latino, and Native American, man, everybody's going to have everything abundant, man. All right, you won't have to hurt for nothing, want for nothing. We're gonna be immortal. All right, that's true reparations. All right, so let me grab the article, and I hope you brothers are edified. All right, and it reads: California's first in the nation task force on reparations voted Tuesday to limit state compensation to descendants of free and enslaved black people who were in the U.S. in the 19th century, nearly rejecting a proposal to include all black people regardless of lineage. See again, all right? They're not going to get it right, man. All right, it's only going to be right if it's done by Yahweh Shema Shai. All right, the whole nation of Israel deserves reparations, man. All right, everybody. All right, because all of us have suffered by the hand of this damn devil, man. All right, a proposal to include all black people regardless of lineage. The vote was split 5-4, and the hours long debate was at times testy and emotional. Near the end, the Rev. Amos Brown, president of the San Francisco branch of the NAACP, and vice chair of the task force, pleaded with the commission to move ahead with a clear definition of who would be eligible for restitution. Please, 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 I beg us tonight, take the first step, he said. We've got to give emergency treatment to where it is needed. Governor Gavin Newsom signed legislation creating the 2-year reparations task force in 2020, making California the only state to move ahead with a study and plan with a mission to study the institution of slavery, its harms, and to educate the public about its findings. Reparations at the federal level has not gone anywhere, but cities and universities are taking up the issue. The mayor of Providence, Rhode Island, announced a city commission in February, while the city of Boston is considering a proposal to form its own reparations commission. The Chicago suburb of Evanston, Illinois, became the first U.S. city to make reparations available to black residents last year, although there are some who say the program has done nothing to right a wrong. Right? And what do you expect in Esau's kingdom? A right and wrongs. Right? The only righting the wrong is, alright, is getting full payback through Yahweh Shema Shah, man. Alright? Hey, we have to wait upon the Lord, man, to take these devils down, man. All right, Yahweh Shema Shai is gonna take these devils down. All right. The members were appointed by the governor and the leaders of the 2 legislative chambers. Slovakia. Slovakia. Read right here. Slovakia. California's task force members, nearly all of whom can trace their families back to enslaved ancestors in the U.S., were aware that their deliberations over a pivotal question will shape reparations discussions across the country. The members were appointed by the governor and the leaders of the 2 legislative chambers. Those favoring a lineage approach said that a compensation and restitution plan based on genealogy as opposed to race has the best chance of surviving a legal challenge. They also opened eligibility to free black people who migrated to the country before the 20th century, given possible difficulties in documenting family history and the risk at the time of becoming enslaved. Others on the task force argued that reparations should include all black people in the U.S. who suffer from systematic racism in housing, education, and employment, and said they were defining eligibility too soon in the process. Civil rights attorney and task force member Lisa Holder proposed directing economists working with the task force to use California's estimated 2.6 million black residents to calculate compensation while they continue hearing from the public. We need to galvanize the base of that is black people, she said. We can't go into this reparations proposal without having all African Americans in California behind us. But Kamala Moore, a lawyer and chair of the task force, said expanding eligibility would create its own fissure, and was beyond the purpose of the committee. That is going to aggrieve the victims of the institution of slavery, which are the direct descendants of the enslaved people in the United States, she said. It goes against the spirit of the law as written. The committee is not even a year into its 2-year process, and there is no compensation plan of any kind on the table. Longtime advocates have spoken of the need for multi-faced remedies for related yet separate harms such as slavery, Jim Crow laws, mass incarceration, Slovakia on tongue tied Slovakia, and redevelopment that resulted in the displacement of black communities. Compensation could include free college assistance, buying homes, and launching businesses, and grants to church and community organizations, advocates say. And again, man, this is not our risk, right? They're not going to get it right, man. All right? Hey, man, they're not. All right? It's just too much at stake, man. Too much, just too much, man. All right? You got to find out who are direct descendants, all right? And see, that again, man, it's always a loophole, all right? Chicago resident Arthur Ward called in to Tuesday's viral meeting saying that he was a descendant of enslaved people and has family in California. He supports reparations based only on lineage, expressed frustration with the panel's concerns over black immigrants who experience racism. When it comes to some sort of justice, some kind of recompense, we were supposed to step to the back of the line and allow Caribbeans and Africans to be prioritized, or said. See, and again, that's the reason why I said, that's another reason why I said, all right, true reparations are in the kingdom of heaven, all right, because these other nations, they're not going to get any respiration, any of the pie, all right. So what does Daniel tell you, all right? And the kingdom shall not be left to any other people. Roughly paraphrasing, man. All right. So hey, the kingdom of heaven is only for Israel, man. All right. Select are the priority, but he said the task force also needs to stop ongoing harm and prevent future harm from racism. He said he wished the panel would stop bickering over money they don't have yet and start discussing how to close a severe wealth gap. See, again, and they're bickering and arguing and carrying on, man. All right. So again, arise ye and depart, because this is not our rest. All right. It's not. It's not gonna go good, man. All right. We're arguing over cash payments, which I firmly don't believe are the be all and end all. He said. Reparations critics say that California has no obligation to pay up, given that the state did not practice slavery and did not enforce Jim Crow laws that segregated black people from white people in the southern states. But testimony provided to the committee shows California and local governments were complacent in stripping black people of their wages and property, preventing them from building wealth to pass down to their children. Their homes were razed from redevelopment, and they were forced to live in predominantly minority neighborhoods and couldn't get bank loans that would allow them to purchase property. Today, black residents are 5% of the state's population, but overrepresented in jails, prisons, and homeless populations, and black homeowners continue to face discrimination in the form of home appraisals. Like it. that are significantly lower than if the house were in a white neighborhood or the homeowners are white, according to the testimony. A report is due by June with a reparations proposal due by July 2023 for the legislature to consider turning into law. All right. So again, man, all right, they already having problems with this. All right. And I've done a couple of videos before on this reparations, man. But this further proves, all right, they can't even get come together, all right, as one to try to get the thing. So you know Esau is finna hit these niggas, man, with with that left jab again, man. All right, you just know it, man. All right. All right, so let's grab some scriptures, brothers. All right, so like it, and this is Romans. That's a good one too. Salaki brothers. Salaki brothers. All right, this is Micah 2:10. All right, and it reads, all right, arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest. All right, and Babylon the Great is not our rest, man. All right, you Negro, Latino, and Native Americans, all right, you have to realize that, all right, that Babylon the Great is not our rest. All right, this is meant to be a prison camp, basically, man. All right, it's meant for us to serve our prison term, our slavery term, all right, and not as well in this damn place, man. All right, because there's nothing good here, all right, besides this word. All right, everything else is death, man. Everything else is death and deception, man. All right, because that's all Esau is doing, man. All right, he's deceiving you and leading you right to death, man. All right, all this talk about reparations, all right, these devils don't want to give you nothing, man. All right, true reparations is in the kingdom of heaven, man. All right, when we're going to get our true, all right, when we're going to get our true reparations, all right. So this isn't our rest, man. All right, because it is polluted, it shall destroy you even with a sore destruction. All right, so again, this is not our rest. All right, Jake has gotten comfortable, all right, in Babylon the Great or wherever, so Jake is scattered, man. All right, this isn't it. All right, and I named earlier on in the video, all right, things that we're going to have. All right, we're gonna have abundance of anything that we want. All right, asking ye shall receive. All right, we're gonna have streets paved of gold. All right, our kids will be able to go play with with poisonous snakes. All right, and they'll come back home safely. All right, as babies, children. All right. Right now we're dwelling in the valley of the shadow of death, man. All right. So those reparations, man, aren't going to help, man. All right. When this devil keeps kicking you while you're down, man. All right. Let's all right, because this is true reparations, man. All right, Revelation 13:10. All right, can't stress this enough. And he that leads into captivity shall go into captivity. He that kills with the sword must be killed with the sword. Here is the patience and the faith of the saints. All right. So that's true reparations. All right. When the tables are turned. All right. When the trading places actually is in place. All right. When it's like in place and it's manifested. All right. That is true reparations. All right. When Esau is at the tail, all right, when that devil is when all the curses are turned upon Esau and the other nations, man, all right, that's true reparations, all right, because they're gonna have to come to us for the want of all things, all right, it's gonna be it's unexplainable, man, all right, they're gonna have to come to us for the want of all things, and all the curses are gonna befall on them, man. All right. Oh, since I said that, let's grab Lamentations 4 and 21. All right. Get on Esau a little bit, because this devil deserves it, man. All right. And it reads, "Rejoice and be glad, O daughter of Edom, that dwelleth in the land of Uz." All right. And that's the so-called you so-called white people. All right. White man, white woman. All right, man, woman, and child. All right, you're the Edomites. All right, the nation of Edom that dwelleth in the land of Uz. The cup also shall pass through unto thee. Thou shalt be drunken and shalt make thyself naked. So that cup, all right, that we drank, or that we were forced to drink, it's their turn. All right, Esau, you're not exempt. All right, from taking that cup. All right, everything that the scriptures has it's like everything that the Most High said was going to happen to us, that's going to happen to you. All right, it's all going to flip on you. All right, so you're not exempt. All right, you are the other nations. All right, and Esau, you're going to have double that cup. All right, the punishment of thy iniquity is accomplished, O daughter of Zion. He will no more carry thee away into captivity. So, hey man, Abaratazah, man. All right, this is it. All right, and again, those tables are going to turn. Lazarus and the rich man. All right, it's going to turn. All right, Salakia brothers. All right, Salakia brothers. I had to find Lazarus and rich man. I knew Salakia. All right, this is Luke 16, and in verse 19. All right, there was a certain rich man which was clothed in purple and fine linen and fared sumptuously every day. All right, and that's these Edomites, man, the so-called white man. All right, and there was a certain beggar named Lazarus, which was laid at the gate full of sores. All right, and Lazarus represents the nation of Israel. All right, so-called Negro, Latino, Native American. All right, and desired to be fed with the crumbs which fell from the rich man's table. All right, and that's all Jake received. All right, it's the crumbs. Reparations are crumbs, man. All right, that's damn crumbs, and these devils still don't want to give you the damn crumbs. All right. Moreover, the dogs came and licked his sores. All right, these other nations. All right, because they have a hand in it as well, man. All right, they set up shop in where in the ghettos. All right, they benefit off of Jake as well, man. And it came to pass that the beggar died and was carried by the angels into Abraham's bosom. The rich man also died and was buried. And in hell he lift up his eyes, being in torments, and seeth Abraham afar off, and Lazarus in his bosom. Right, and Esau's hell is slavery. All right, that's his hell. All right, because that trading places is going to happen. All right, and he cried and said, Father Abraham, have mercy on me, and send Lazarus that he may dip the tip of his fingers in water and cool my tongue, for I am tormented in this flame. All right, so Hey man, everything that Jake is going through, all the hardships, this devil is going to go through those same hardships, but times 10, man. All right, this devil is really finna have it hard. All right, hey man, and rightfully so. All right, because look what they have done to the nation of Israel. All right. But Abraham said, Son, remember that thou in thy lifetime receivest thy good things, and likewise lavish evil things. So again, all right, when the tables are turned, these devils are going to want mercy, but they're not going to get it. All right. So again, this is not our rest, man. All right. This is not our rest. All right. All right. So pretty much it for that. Let's grab Isaiah 14 now. Alright. So this is alright. So this is true reparations. Alright. And it reads Isaiah 14:1. For the Lord will have mercy on Jacob and will yet choose Israel. Alright. So the Most High hasn't forgotten us. Alright. He hasn't forgotten us. All right, we have to wait upon the Lord, man, till He rise up to the prey. All right, and set them in their own land, and the strangers shall be joined with them. Israelite foreigners, all right, Israelites that don't look like they're Israelites, but they are Israelites according to the Spirit, man. All right, with them, and they shall cleave to the house of Jacob, and the people shall take them and bring them to their place. And the house of Israel shall possess them in the land of the Lord for servants and handmaids. All right, and that's talking about the other nations. All right, the nation of Edom, Ishmael, Elam, Moab, so on and so forth. All these other nations that came together under one consent to wipe us away from being a nation. All right, they're going into slavery. They're going into hardcore slavery. All right, a long 1,000 years, man. All right, for all of them, man. Especially you damn Edomites. All right. And they shall take them captives whose captives they were, and they shall rule over their oppressors. So that's true reparation. When you have land, cattle, gold, silver, all right, that is true reparations. All right. Where it's like where we don't have to want for anything, man. We're not gonna want for anything in the kingdom of heaven. All right. Like it tells you in John, all right. In my Father's house are many mansions, right? That's hey man, that speaks volumes, man. Right, we really are going to truly inherit the kingdom, all right? The galaxies, all right? Most High has made the world for us, like it tells you in the Apocrypha, all right? It's like it. The rant is like it, brothers. And it shall come to pass in that day that the Lord shall give thee rest. All right, and we just read Micah 2:10. All right, arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest. All right, but this is going to be our rest. The kingdom of heaven is going to be our rest. All right. Lucky. From thy sorrow and from thy fear and from the hard bondage wherein thou was made to serve. So again, man. All right, that's the kingdom of heaven is going to be our rest. All right, and the Most High is so full of mercies. All right, he's so full of mercy, man. All right, yeah. The elect are going to get it on the first try. All right, but even the 2/3 are going to get the kingdom of heaven. It's not going to be like this reparations thing, man. All right. It's going to be done how it's supposed to be done. All right. So again, all right, I hope you brothers were edified. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shai, by Hashem Kwakwadash. Double honors to the elders of Great Millstone and rule well, and they've been pushing this word for years. And third to Akim there from the four corners of the globe. All right, we're going to say shalom, and peace, blessings, safety to you, brothers, and let's keep pushing this word.